and welcome to 1994. Ah, yes. Good to be back in a good Metroid game. And it doesn't really get better than this. You could argue Zero Mission is better, and I do depending on the day, but this Super Metroid Redux is so freaking good. And we are playing Redux mainly because it patches a few flaws that I have with the original that makes it hard for me to get into. Most importantly, the map. I do not like the map of the original Super Metroid. Like, the mini map, as in, like, how we navigate the world, not the map itself. So anyway,
Now I'm back.
oh, welcome back.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at
Man, they're
peace.
putting that Sony sound chip to fucking work.
I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of their space pirate leader, Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. I next fought the Metroids on their home world, SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a little larva, which after hatching followed me like a confused child. Just giving a recap in case you forgot what happened before this. Because this game is very tied in to the previous games. There's the baby! Personally delivered it to the Galactic Federation State Research Station at Ceres, so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. Scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroids might be harnessed for the good of civilization. So that's cool. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I had picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. So she literally just left, and now she has to run back. Space colony. There's also the heavier physics of the GBA games, which I appreciate. The normal physics do not feel right to me. I can manage with them, but I do prefer this. So as you can see, the Metroid is gone, and everyone is dead.
Yeah, I opened the jar.
Why would you do that? It's super
I
dangerous.
saw the baby.
The baby will eat you.
Okay.
Alright, let's get you out of here, little guy. Uh-oh. Um, flashing Ridley warning, I guess.
Baby!
Man, that hurts
Samus,
even my
thank you
eyes.
for unrocking me.
That hasn't happened yet. We'll
Oh, yeah,
get
right.
there. Though I would personally rather forget that a Metroid Other M ever happened.
Samus, help.
No, he's staying in the jar.
I love the idea of Ridley just being Marcus. Samus, I've destroyed your entire home planet.
Help me.
Why? Why did you kill my entire home planet? Caesar salad.
I hungry.
I,
Samus, I hungry.
Samus, I blew up Malaysia.
So, because she saw another space pirate who she assumed was dead, at least at the time of this game's release, she's like, well, they gotta be back at their old base. So here we are back on Zevis. Like, this game is like a masterclass of subtext. Like, you'll see more examples of it as we go on.
I know writers who use subtext, and they're all fucking cowards.
Not in Metroid. In Metroid, the
Seen,
subtext is king.
you haven't seen Dark Side Place?
I sure haven't.
It's it is a hospital procedural question mark. Um, it was created to be an intentionally batshit insane TV show that's nearly impossible to follow, and it's constantly interrupted with interviews with the writer, and he just makes hilariously outlandish claims. One of the most famous being, I know writers who use subtext and they're all cowards.
That's really funny. I've heard that quote before, I just didn't know what it was from.
It's Abe showed me it a long time ago. It's fucking unhinged. It also came out in like, oh, when did it? Hang on, let me look it up.
Oh. We've been spotted, I guess. Hmm. Nothing we can do here. So that
Garth
room is actually where
Marenghi.
we started Metroid. The first Metroid.
Yeah, Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. It came out in 2004, but like the camera quality and everything is like total dog shit.
Okay.
It looks like it was filmed in the 80s and just not released for 20 years.
Okay, so something weird's going on. That definitely should have opened. Oh, am I supposed to go down here? Right, every time I play this game, I do that. Where I just forget that, oh yeah, you can shoot down now. Missile.
You have actually, like, controls now.
Yeah,
You have buttons.
I sure do. I mean, compared to Zero Mission, not much has changed. But compared to the original Metroid, oh boy, have things changed. Like, you could not aim down, you could not crouch. So many things this game added. Well, technically Metroid 2 added them, but you know, nobody played Metroid 2. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people played Metroid 2. I never hear much about its sales numbers.
Enough to make Metroid Dread.
I mean, I guess. Oh,
Like, Metroid 2 Remake did well enough that Dread got made.
oh
So,
yeah,
like,
that's not what I meant. I meant the original.
oh, enough to make this.
I guess. It's such a good thing they did. Because this franchise definitely
love
would have been like
Metroid.
stuck in obscurity if they didn't make Super.
Or it would have been an F-Zero situation. Where I could totally see Sakurai being like, just ripping Samus out of obscurity. Just because, like, hey, remember that cool game we did once?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, he fucking, of all things, he ripped Pit and the Ice Climbers out of hell.
This is true. This is very true. So she'd probably just be another one of the characters that just got added because she's
I mean,
cool.
she was for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Crow.
Hey.
Like,
Sorry, I didn't know
people were-
when you guys would be starting, and my mom asked me to go to the market.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we were talking about the fact I brought up. We were bringing up that apparently Metroid 2 did well enough that this game got made, and
We were talking about
and-
like what if they never made Super.
yeah, and I was saying that probably Samus still would have ended up in Smash, just because, like, I mean, of all things, like, oh, we need a character who's like the shooty projectile things. Oh, we had a character that did that once.
Like, are you guys talking about like the first Smash?
Yeah, she was in the first Smash.
Yeah. That I was just asking for clarification because
Sakurai probably
because I was thinking like, yeah, she probably would have still ended up at Smash because what other IP did they have?
They had a few.
Yeah, like if anything, just like Samus would have ended up in a Captain Falcon situation, where like they're there because like they would have eventually kind of became a Smash Bros character, as opposed
Yeah.
to being a Metroid character that gets passed over to Sakurai every like 7 or so years.
Yeah.
The thing you said about them just becoming a Smash Bros. Just reminds me of like the current phenomenon that's been happening the past couple years where someone gets added to Fortnite and eventually they just become a character from Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, Captain Falcon's a weird situation where he kind of is a Smash Bros character.
What is it? Is it a thing where is it a thing like the Fire Emblem guys where they made their first appearance in Smash Bros before like the localization came over?
Not for F-Zero.
No,
No.
it like Captain Falcon only appeared in like the manual of F-Zero. So like
Oh.
his first in-game appearance was kind of actually in Smash 64.
Oh.
Oh. That is kind of a funny technicality.
You must shoot the bird.
Bird up.
How kind of him to show you how to use it too.
I mean, he's refilling my missiles. Yeah. I did not have to use the upgrade I just got on him. I don't even know if you can.
But yeah, so like it's weird because it wouldn't be until F-Zero GX that you'd like actually play as Captain Falcon. or like that Captain Falcon would like even appear in an F-Zero game properly. And like
He didn't
obviously
appear
by
in the
that point,
N64 one?
no, I don't believe so.
Interesting.
I think F-Zero GX was the first, is the only one that has like a proper plot. It's the
Yeah.
only one that that Captain Falcon would have a reason to be in.
Yeah, that's true. Hello? How are you doing?
So, yeah, it's just this weird situation of like, of course, then F-Zero had an anime, and Captain Falcon in that anime is more or less based on his Smash Bros. Counterpart. And that's where you get the anime Falcon Punch from.
Okay.
So it's weird. Like, yes, Captain Falcon is an F-Zero character in like the loosest sense.
Yeah, I suppose.
He's also the only character in Smash Bros. Who's ever had new dialogue recorded for him after his original appearance.
Really?
Yeah. Or no, I guess technically that would be what's it called? He's the first character from the original game, I suppose. Because
Yeah.
technically speaking, what's it called? Pit and technically Marth would have had new dialogue recorded for them.
Yeah, did Pit even have a voice in Brawl?
He did.
Was it the same voice that he has in Uprising?
Yes.
That's...
Uprising only got made because of his appearance in Brawl.
That I knew. But I did not know that they had a voice for him. Because I did not remember.
He shouted things while he was doing his moves. Infamously, while he was doing his side B, he would every single time yell "Hi-ya-ya." When he did his final smash, he would yell "All troops move out" because that was when he would just summon little angel guys.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just never saw anyone play Pit outside of Smash Bros. On it, Emissary.
Yeah, and no one had speaking roles in Emissary. So
Yeah.
yeah, him and Palutena did technically get new dialogue recorded in Smash Ultimate because they added a Palutena's guidance for the DLC characters from
Yeah.
Smash 4 that got put into the game as base for Ultimate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember someone did like a fan dub Palutena's guidance for some of the Ultimate DLC characters. I think my favorite one was the one they did for Sora, where they just have like where they just did like where they just like had the voice actors they hired for, well, not hired, but like the voice actors they had for Palutena, Pit, and there was one other girl, but I forget what
Viridian.
character it was, but they basically all just sang Simple and Queen for like a couple seconds because it was Kingdom Hearts. I like that one. It was a fun little fan made thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like but yeah, no, Captain Falcon is the first original cast member character to ever get new dialogue recorded. For Smash. Which interestingly includes all of the voice lines for his final Smash were recorded for Smash 64.
That's wild.
Because it was pretty well known that Final Smashes were supposed to be in Melee. But
Oh.
Melee was made in about a year. So, yeah, no. And, then when they got actual proper time to make Brawl, they finally were able to implement it. But, do you know what his new dialogue was recorded for?
What?
I want you to take a guess.
Like what game or what?
No, because it was for something to do with Smash Ultimate.
Okay.
I will also
Wouldn't be
say
a
this,
new-
it was after launch.
Oh. I don't know. His ultimate or
Nope.
Final Smash? No.
Nope, uses all the same dialogue from Brawl.
One of his taunts?
Nope.
I really don't know.
Min Min's reveal trailer.
Oh. Right, he was in that.
Yep, and he was eating ramen. And they did not have sounds for Captain Falcon eating ramen, so they got the same voice actor back, who, fun fact, also voices Vegeta in Japanese. And they had him record lines for Captain Falcon, like, over 20 years later.
Dang it.
That's so
Also-
random, but also really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I know there's
really
a way to
funny.
skip this boss, but I'm not good at that.
I do think it's very funny that it's like that Sakurai was like, well, we got to get the original voice actor back, and they're like, really? It's like, yeah, the fans will notice if he sounds different.
Now, why did I do that? This
This
guy sucks, by the way. He takes forever.
But no, Samus definitely would have continued existing as at least a Smash character.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the Metroid Prime games would have still gotten made.
That's entirely possible, yeah.
Maybe. Unless those really only got made because... No, because there was a pretty big gap between this and Prime, wasn't there?
Yeah. Like,
So...
the Metroid hiatuses have been like a series constant.
Yeah, of like, you'll get a couple of games in a really short span, like how we got Metroid 2 Remake, Dread, Prime 4 in relatively short order. And now, have fun, guys. See you in 10 more years.
I really hope it's not 10 more years till the next 2D Metroid. I'll be so mad.
It'd be a lot shorter if Prime 4 didn't apparently blow.
Yeah.
It was alright. It's just not a very good Metroid Prime game. It's an alright game, just... It kind of...
Props to that one random Galactic Federation soldier for squaring up and boxing the final boss.
Yeah.
Well, that happened. Damn.
Yeah, he literally, like, the final boss is, like, resisting his bullets, so he throws his gun aside and fucking punches him in the face.
Damn, that's cool as hell.
Like,
Yeah.
damn, actually based Galactic Fed soldier?
Yeah.
Like...
The only thing I know about that game is that Samus gets like psychic powers.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The psychic powers are actually kind of cool, but, like... It really... most of what it does is just replaces series items with psychic variants. So instead of the Morph Ball Bomb, you get the Psychic Morph Ball Bomb.
Incredible.
And it acts the exact same, except it has a new mechanic where you can just use it to power switches from a distance. Which is, you know, not the worst thing they could have done. But then there's like the Psychic Spider Ball, which its only difference is that it can climb invisible rails that you have to like summon into existence. So it's the same thing, but it can climb an extra thing. Or rather, it can climb the same thing that you can just make appear out of nowhere. And that's how most of the psychic upgrades go.
It's really funny. Like, I'm just hearing things. This, like, I know that the Game Boy Advance is basically a Super NES on a.
Oh, right, I
on
have
a
Super Missiles
portable.
now. Duh.
Like for those of you who don't know, I'm sorry, I'll break the illusion. The Game Boy Advance is basically a portable SNES.
Yeah, it's not as powerful in some areas.
It was just about the same thing though. Which is why it's really funny whenever I listen to SNES music, because I grew up playing a lot of Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2 and Dragon Ball Z Bruce Fury. So once in a while, the SNES will output a sound, and I'm like, ah. Like the kind of like weird choral chant that's playing right now.
And that sounds like something from the Dragon Ball games?
No, that exact sound is used in Legacy of Goku 2 or Blues Fury. It's almost certainly just like a stock sound Nintendo handed out to developers.
Yeah, probably.
It just came with the development kit. But on the topic of Dragon Ball, it's weird. So the original Dragon Ball soundtrack has basically been obliterated from history.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You'll never hear the original Japanese anime soundtrack in any Dragon Ball product ever again.
Why?
It was all stolen music.
Oh.
All of it. Like, you're probably thinking, like, it can't be all of it. No, all of it. Like, a obscene amount. So it actually ends up being a weird thing, where a lot of Dragon Ball games, if they use the anime music, they'll use the English dub soundtrack.
Because that was original?
Yeah. It's also funny because there's a few songs, quote-unquote songs, on the English dub, on the original English dub soundtrack, where so the
Shoot.
the original
no.
mandate from Funimation was for something called wall-to-wall music. Essentially meaning that, and you can notice this in a lot of movies too, that there's never any actual silence. Like, there'll always be some kind of ambient noise on the soundtrack or something, or like a song playing. And it's very common in American media to do this. Particularly like what's called animated movies are pretty guilty of it. And they wanted that cartoons also tend to do this a lot. And since Dragon Ball Z was kind of like the first big anime in the US since like Speed Racer, they wanted a wall-to-wall soundtrack for the anime. However, there are certain scenes in Dragon Ball Z that very clearly are not supposed to have music in them.
Oh.
And Bruce Faulkner would watch the scene, turn around and look at his bosses and say, "Are you fucking kidding me? You want me to put music here?"
Mm.
And they're like, "Yes, because otherwise American audiences won't like it." And there's one instance in the Cell Saga that's really, really famous and really funny. He said, "Fine," and composed the absolute bare minimum definition of music, where it was about like a note playing every like 2 to 3 seconds
Oh.
for maybe like a few beats.
Oh, shoot.
Like literally as minimum sound as he could physically get away with.
Well, good on him.
That is funny, yeah.
I'm not, so, back on the topic of the game, I don't think I'm gonna do too many skips. At least I'll try not to, because...
Plenty of weird trivia about like Dragon Ball and stuff.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, hello?
I was...
Oh, hello.
Hello. I was talking about
Hi.
how I'm gonna try not to do too many skips in the game.
It's
To,
fine. I don't know why you're worried about like avoiding doing skips. This is like one of the 2 games that invented speedrunning.
Yeah, I know, it's
Like,
just, I feel like, I don't know, I want to play it as it was intended, but at the same time, there are so many things that you can do to just break this. I'm not good at most of them. Like, for example, this.
yeah,
I'm trying to
this
get
looks like
this
some of those
early.
Mega Man X speedrun skips you can do. I mean, I guess I say one of the 2 games, but I guess it's actually a little closer to 3.
Come on!
Because, like many things in modern video games, Doom is responsible for the earliest speedrunning scenes.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh.
Because at the end of Doom, you get 3 stats. Percentage of monsters killed, percentage of, or no, 4 stats. Percentage of monsters killed, percentage of secrets found, the par time to clear the level, and how long you actually took to clear the level.
I should probably go through here all the way first.
So, Doom basically creates speedrunning just by, like, essentially saying, hey, if you're good enough, you can beat this level in this amount of time.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even need to... I spent, like, way longer than I should have trying to make a jump I didn't need to make, because the upgrade for it is literally right there. I'm a little stupid. Just a little bit. Right. I've been down here. Can't go that way, so I guess I'll go down.
Bro.
What?
Even GameSpot has an article about how the weekend messed up the Tay romance. Man.
But
Slow news
yeah,
day.
what's it called? Yeah, the Metroid series also has a big part in speedrunning history because all of the Metroid games have different endings based on how fast you beat them.
Yeah,
Um,
or most of them.
and well, yeah, most of them. But that's a big part of the history of speedrunning is um specifically this game has a big thing to do with speedrunning because it was one of the first games where the debate of glitches being allowed came up.
That's interesting.
Like, yeah, I think specifically out of bounds glitches. Because this game is part of very special like classification of games where it is a very good game that on a normal playthrough will work exactly as intended. But if you play it a little bit weird, you can really tear this game apart.
Oh yeah, and like some of it was intended and a lot of it wasn't. But the fact that some of
Yeah,
it was
like,
intended at all is really cool. It's like they
yeah,
wanted
like,
you to.
you can really fuck this game up if you want to.
You can beat the game in reverse boss order, which is insane.
Like it is very so like yeah, this game kind of became the thing of well if the goal is to beat the game as fast as possible, like yeah, for a long time out of bounds glitches and stuff were considered no go on speed runs. But people were like, there are so many in Super Metroid that it's like, come on, none of them.
Yeah.
And it kind of was a whole big thing at the time. But the game that you could probably give the most credit to the creation of modern speedrunning to is another id Software game by the name of Quake.
I know Quake.
So, Crow, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah?
Have you ever heard of a little event called Games Done Quick?
Yeah.
Did you know that it was originally a charity event demonstrating a spliced run? Or it was originally called something else. It was called Quake Done Quick.
Oh, really?
Yes, the very first ever Games Done Quick thing was the community getting together to do a spliced speedrun of Quake, making the like theoretically fastest possible full game run at the time.
Dang it!
And
Got him!
they streamed and like yeah, it was a whole thing. And then eventually, you know, they were like, well, if we can do it for Quake, can we do it for other games? And then eventually it slowly over time morphed into Games Done Quick.
That's pretty cool.
Ow.
Now, Games Done Quick has its problems, but that's not for this stream to discuss. I think that they're a little bit too liberal with the things people get banned from the event for, but
Got him! Get wrecked, Crane! I usually die to him at least once. I can't believe it did it. Kraid always gives me trouble outside of Metroid Dread.
Aria suit, yay. Orange.
Orange. We orange now.
But yeah, Super Metroid has a big part in modern speedrunning.
Hmm.
What else? There's other things Metroid is like. Metroid's a weird franchise of like, it is not the most popular.
No.
Like by any means. It is also simultaneously somehow extremely fucking important.
I mean, it created its own genre
Yeah.
alongside Castlevania.
Like, yeah, Symphony of the Night kind of cemented that this type of game has a reason to exist. Because, like, when they were going, like, oh, well, we're doing, like, 3D Castlevanias over on the N64 and all that, and they're like, well, what if people like the old style of Castlevania? And then they made Symphony of the Night, and it was like, well, shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to say Super Metroid kind of cemented the basics of a like Metroidvania as like what it should be and how it should be like designed,
I would say
that's
that, yeah.
fair. It's pretty hard to ignore the fact that Symphony of the Night kind of finalized the formula
I would agree
and
with
like
that too, yeah.
more or less near perfected it. Because Symphony of the Night is insane. Like, the amount of things you can do in that game is, like, incredible for the time. Like, you have an RPG style leveling system in there. You can farm for rare drops and weapons and stuff. Like, it's crazy. So, Symphony of the Night is a super impressive game. And, yeah, that's why people, like, I saw recently people saying, oh, we shouldn't call them Metroidvanias, we should call them Metroid-likes. And it's like, no, that would be ignoring what Castlevania did for this style
Yeah,
of game.
no. No, you
Yeah.
can't ignore.
Metroid started it, but Symphony of the Night damn near perfected it.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically, they use the same formula, but there are two different aspects of the same
Yeah.
thing. And like different indie games that call themselves Metroidvanias take different inspiration from one or both sides.
Yeah.
So like you
Like,
can't
Hollow Knight
ignore,
is a lot more onto the Metroid side of you collect new abilities.
but it still has some
But,
Castlevania DNA
because
in
you
the
have
combat.
you have a like a currency system and like a pseudo leveling system.
And you,
So
you
it's like there's a
definitely
bit-
can't ignore the combat. The combat is very
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Yeah. And it's like, but you know, design-wise, it's a little closer to like a Metroid where
Yeah.
your character doesn't necessarily like improve outside of collectible like bonuses and stuff. Like,
There's no leveling.
whereas there's no like regular leveling.
Can I please get over here? Thank you. Ow.
Yeah, and then people were like, there's also people who are talking about the new Castlevania game that's being made, and they're like, what? They're getting angry that Konami isn't calling it a Metroidvania. I'm like, well, you see, they don't really have to do that for one really crazy reason.
It's half the reason it's called that.
Yeah, because it's a fucking Castlevania game.
Yeah, I mean, granted, not all Castlevanias are Metroidvanias, but
All the 2D ones after the like fourth one are,
yeah, that's true.
or at least since Symphony of the Night. I guess maybe with some exceptions to be made here and there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, all of them since Symphony have been, or all the 2D ones since Symphony have been that way. I mean, and there's Metroid 2, but that's, or no, Castlevania 2, but that game is its own kind of fucked up thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be like it'd be like for some genres, like I know there's people who hate the idea of Souls-like being a genre. But like, let's be real, no one was making games in that specific way until Dark Souls got really, really popular.
Yeah.
And no one even bothered to try copying them until they were like 3 games deep into that style. So, yeah, like, it's like, I've seen people argue that, and then, like, also just not know that roguelikes are named after one specific game.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. Fun fact, no, it wasn't Rogue. It was another similarly extremely old game. What's it called? I was gonna say it was the first game to ever receive a Let's Play, but no, that would be The Immortal.
Alright.
Although it is a game from around the same time, I believe. But yeah, like, people are like, oh, they shouldn't name genres after individual games. That'd be like if they called character action games DMC likes. And it's like, that's a whole different thing because so many games, like, have over the years shaped what a character action game is.
Yeah.
Like, sure, DMC did it first, but like you also have like Nightmare Before Christmas. You have like so many games like changed that series, that like genre so much so quickly
I'd love
that it's like it's
to get back up there.
impossible to name it after any combination of them.
Come on. Come on, man. Come back down. Thank you. Because I am doing a skip. Because I don't want to do this the normal way. Gosh dang it! Get down here. Thank you. Alright,
But
here we go.
yeah, no, the thing about genre
Yes!
names is
Wave beam!
Wave beam. Yeah, I mean, like, what's it called? There was another genre that kind of just recently emerged and had to establish what its actual name was. Just, within the last few years.
Which is...
The Bullet Heaven, archetype.
I thought those were called Bullet Hell.
No, Bullet Heaven is specifically when you are the thing putting out a hell of a lot of projectiles.
Oh, okay.
Vampire Survivors is technically the first one. There was like a brief period where people were calling them survivors likes, but the whole like a bunch of developers for it got together and were like, look, this like people are calling it a vampire survivors like, or they're calling it survivors games, and that like, but that only like that doesn't sound right, and it doesn't really get across the point of the game. Because like a survivor like sounds like it's some kind of survival game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like if everyone collectively forgot what the name if everyone just collectively decided to stop calling them roguelikes and instead start calling them Hades likes.
I have seen people calling games Balatro likes.
I mean,
Okay, but
yeah, that's a separate thing.
But, like-
that makes slightly more sense
No,
if
no,
they
no,
all
no,
fall in
no,
line
no,
with
no, no, no,
gambling.
no, no, no,
If they're
no,
all
no,
gambling,
no,
though.
no, let me talk. I mean that in the sense of they have talked about games like what's it called? Just regular roguelikes and calling them like Balatro.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's
yeah, then
not right.
No, that's
That-
no.
And I'm just like, no.
That only works if your game has gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like someone was talking about like, oh, it's a chess roguelike, and it's like, yeah, every run is different, like Balatro, and I'm just like, you just described a roguelike.
Some people are stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, well, if it's anything I've learned in the last 5 or 6 years, it's that most people are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, there is actually a game I saw today that I was thinking would be really, really fun to play on stream.
Okay.
Oh, what the heck was it called? It was recommended to me the moment I went into the store because I was looking at something else my friend was talking about. It's like $5 on Steam right now.
Oh boy! It's time for the boy!
Gamble with your friends. An online 1 to 6 player co-op casino crawler, quote unquote, where you and your friends share one bank account and one massive debt, gamble, buy sketchy items, make terrible decisions, and climb an ominous casino tower to hit your loan shark's daily quota in 5 minutes, or face the consequences.
That sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
Lethal Company, but it's Lethal Company, but it's just that Astral Spiff competition where he gambled the whole time.
That's pretty great. Anyway, this guy...
Lethal Company, but instead of going to random planets, you're just climbing fucking Tartarus from Persona 3.
With slot machines.
Yeah.
So this
Speaking
guy...
of, there was... Yep.
Just not letting Bolt talk.
Yeah, that's...
Go ahead.
So, this guy is responsible for one of my favorite jokes from one of my favorite YouTubers. In that, originally, this guy was going to have babies, and they decided to cut that out. And the reason that Trav Guy likes to give is that they had to censor the Crocomire.
They couldn't let him have a penis.
No, yeah. That's not how he phrases it, but... Crocomire F word.
Crocomire fucks.
Yeah. Which, for whatever reason, is so funny to me. I don't know why.
Look at him. This is peak fuck performance.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
This is what peak bedroom performance looks like. Take notes, Crow.
Oh my gosh, he's pushed me back to the entrance. No. Get back, buddy.
Back up. Back up. Back up.
Oh, another thing that he calls him, Infinite Sex Machine Crocomire.
He's the CEO of sex. I like how you just stopped and looked at you for a few seconds.
Yeah. It's like, come on, man, really?
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. Get the super.
Looks like he sounds like Fredburger.
I don't know who that is.
Jesus Christ, Volt.
I know who that is.
You know what? It's probably Volt's probably better off not knowing who Fredburger is.
Gosh dang it.
Not because Fredburger is some like unholy abomination against nature, but because he's just potentially the most annoying Cartoon Network character ever made.
He was funny though.
He was funny when you were 6.
No, well, yeah, but it's also funny to just show it to your friend and annoy the shit out of them.
Yeah, like I remember thinking he was the funniest thing ever. I watched like some Foster's Home like with someone recently. Fredburger came up, and I have never wanted to strangle a children's cartoon character more since like the last time I watched a clip of Caillou.
Yeah, that's fair. Aw, dang it! He's almost to the... Stop! Feed me missiles!
I'm just trying to get to my children.
No! You're not allowed! Go take your bath!
Oh, my children!
Come on, Crocomire, you need a bath.
My ex-wife won't let me visit them. He's savage.
No.
Sorry, but you have to pay child support, Crocomire. The Galactic Federation takes child support very serious.
This is what
If
happens
you don't
when you
pay,
don't
they
pay.
send Samus after you.
Yeah, she's not here to rescue the baby. She's just here to make sure Crocomire pays child support.
Everything else is just, you know, her hating.
This is the longest I've ever fought this guy.
It's the longest you've ever deprived him of the right to see his children without putting him out of his misery.
I'm trying. I'm really trying, but he does not want to take a bath.
I'm going to see my children. Stop putting missiles in my mouth, Samus.
Why does he have that accent?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a great accent. It weirdly fits. I just like... I did not expect him to have an
Samus,
accent.
please. I was gonna make my famous chili.
No chili
Kids
cookout for
love
you.
it. No.
Take your bath, Crocomire.
I have a shower at home. Please. Damn it. I beg you.
Dang it.
My butt's getting a little warm here. Please allow me to use the bathroom.
Nope.
I think.
Taking your bath. Take your
I
acid
don't
bath.
want to take a bath. The bathroom's over there.
Dad!
Taking my children.
Oh, he's not done. Look at him go. He's trying to get there.
Did you think a silly little thing like losing all of my flesh would stop me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh. Now I feel kind of bad for He just wanted to see his kids. What have I done?
make chili. You know, he brought fresh meat from the market to make that chili.
No. It's gonna go bad.
You forced him into lava. You burned it.
Actually, it was acid, so it disintegrated.
As soon as I yelled, you threw him into lava. You burned it. My mom was like, "What? How did you know?" And I was like, "What? Huh?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I burned dinner."
Oh.
You know, his wife doesn't come to pick his kids up for another like 3 days.
We have
And-
time to rebuild him.
Well, they're not going to eat. So, I don't know. You're gonna have to explain to
Mrs. Crockemeyer.
Mrs. X Crockemeyer
Yeah.
why all of her children have not eaten for 3 days, and why they said that the bones of their dad came flying through the door.
Imagine if instead of breaking down the spike wall, he just goes home and he's just like, I'm here to fix the. Oh.
I'm here. As the last of his flesh dissolves.
Yeah. Those
Red
children would be
darn
scarred
bounty
for
hunter.
life.
All 12 of them. They were so
Oh,
excited for chili night.
Oh no.
Some say that he made the best chili in the Galactic Federation.
Well, you shouldn't have joined the Space Pirates then.
Well, they were holding his kids hostage. So.
Oh. Now I feel even worse. We should have just talked it out, Samus.
Yeah, Crow, you weren't here earlier when we were talking about it'd be really funny if, like, we just played Ridley as though he was just Marcus. Samus, I blew up your home planet.
Why would you do that?
Caesar salad.
That's not a good reason, Ridley.
Samus, we're going we're going to Guatemala.
Did I miss something here?
Just reminds me of
Samus,
the
you killed Crockemeyer, Samus.
just reminds me of the fucking Kagurabachi meme. It's like I blew up your home planet for
We killed your daddy for bus fare. And then we
and then
walked.
we walked. just Ridley saying some variation of this to Sam. It's like, I destroyed your home planet for spaceship fuel, and then I
Then I
took
flew
public
there.
transit. Yeah.
I blew up your planet for a Caesar salad, and then I ordered takeout.
And
Or
then I threw it away.
Or Sam is saying some shit like this to Crocomeyer's kids. I killed your daddy for bus fare.
I, I blew up your planet for a Whopper, and then I had a Big Mac.
I don't remember where the freaking speed booster is.
Samus, someone killed Crocomeyer. Now his 12 children will starve. Well, he shouldn't have joined the space pirates. He was captured by Big Badinky Bone. They wanted his chili recipe.
I really wish I'd remembered where the freaking speed booster was.
It's wherever you haven't been.
That's really helpful, thank you.
I mean, that's how I beat Shantae and the Seven Sirens.
Yeah, that is how you beat most
It's
Metroidvanias.
just, where haven't I been? Remember, in Metroidvanias, your map sits in states of complete and wrong.
Yeah.
Complete and completent.
I guess that way? Yeah, because I got the wave beam out of order. So it's expecting me to have things that I don't have.
I still want to do more interactions with Joey and your Samus, because I feel like Samus would get like really into card games or something. Just like something to do while you're waiting to get to the next planet.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like, yo, you ever play fucking Spades?
I'm just imagining Samus's reaction to Blue Eyes White Dragon, just being like, "Huh, I know a guy like that, except he's purple."
No, she would tweak out over the Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Like, oh, that's my trauma.
The Trauma Dragon. Ah! Samus, have you ever played Uno?
No, but it's installed on my ship's computer for some reason.
You have Uno.
It came free with my ship. I don't know why.
I don't know why. The ship was custom built for me, so like
The Chozo were a huge fan.
the Chozo.
I was gonna say Adam pre-installed it or some shit.
Adam loved Uno. It was kind of annoying, actually.
It's outside of work, it was the only thing he'd talk about. On the job, he's super serious. Outside of the job, it's like, hey, you guys want to play Uno?
No, he's the most annoying person you know. The one person who thinks Monopoly is a good use of people's time. Now, don't get me wrong, Monopoly is a fun game and all. But there's always that one friend who suggests playing it every time you guys meet up.
Yeah.
That was Adam. No, Adam, that motherfucker, he was like, yo, y'all got time to play a game of Risk?
Oh. Am I
One time he
looking
tried
in
to
the
talk us.
wrong spot? Like,
One time Adam tried to talk us into playing the campaign for North Africa, and
oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. It's up there.
So, fun fact about the campaign for North Africa.
Mhm.
Since it has released, I believe there has not yet been enough time for a game to end.
What do you mean?
So there is currently a like YouTube channel of these people, and every week they meet up and they play campaign for North Africa for like a turn. And every turn in a game of like a full game of campaign for North Africa. Takes about like 6 hours.
Every turn.
Yes. Longer if you're playing with more people.
That is insane.
And they estimate that they won't be done for another 15 years or so.
Oh my gosh.
Or something like that, yeah, like I've posted it in I think I posted in the group chat before what the game board for campaign for North Africa looks like.
I'm gonna die again. I don't want to die again.
A full campaign game of the Campaign for North Africa 1979 takes approximately 1,500 hours.
Oh my gosh.
It requires 10 players and a 10-foot game board.
That's too much.
Playtime reality. If playing for 3 hours twice a month, the game would take about 20 years.
Oh my gosh. Right, give me some help, thank you. I was really hoping I could beat this game in one session, but it's so lost, even though I played this game, like, I don't know, 2 months ago. Maybe it's been longer than 2 months, but...
Like, so for example, the things you have to keep track of in Campaign for North Africa is shit like the evaporation of fuel and water due to heat.
Oh.
So that's why this game takes like 1,000,000 years. It is speculated that probably nobody has ever actually finished a full game.
That would make sense, yeah.
There is also one game that could technically last longer. Like there's a few games. Technically speaking, there's a game called 30 Love,
What do you mean, technically
and
speaking?
yeah, well, for based on the rules of the game, 30 Love is a game that could take 30 minutes to finish, but could theoretically last forever.
Oh.
Because it is a board game simulation of tennis. And one thing you may not know about tennis is you have to win by 2 matches.
Oh, right, yeah.
So you have to win by 2 matches of tennis in 30 Love as well. And you may be thinking, well, there's no way it could take that long. What's the longest game of real life tennis that's ever taken place? Like 2 weeks.
Oh. Who came up with the rule that you have to beat the opponent by 2 matches?
It's because individual sets of tennis don't usually last that long.
I guess, but like...
It's a thing of it so rarely causes an edge case like that that it isn't really a problem. It's just that once in a very long while you end up with something really, really funky.
Okay.
Like, you have to win, like, in tennis is weird. You have to win by 2 points or 2 scores because points in tennis are fucking fake and made up.
Okay.
Yeah, you go 15, 30, love, yeah, whatever. Fuck you. Yeah, it's like 15, 30, 40, love, whatever, I don't know. Like, tennis points are actually just totally made up nonsense. But you have to win by 2 points, and then you have to win by 2 matches to secure a series. So individual games of tennis can also theoretically go on forever.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, like a game of tennis going on for more than its like minimum required number of points is pretty common, but again, usually tennis individual sets don't take more than like 20 minutes. So like, yeah.
Ah, dang it.
But no, I mean, there's also like one incident in a fun fact, I actually was an attendant at one of the longest baseball games ever played by inning.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh I was at a Chicago White Sox game that I think went for 21 innings.
oh.
Um I think the longest baseball game ever. Let me see actually what the list is.
I have my ice beam now.
Um
I always get lost
yeah,
in this
there
game.
was there was on May 1st, 1920, there was a game that went 33 innings. Uh
Oh, hi. Okay. So now I should have everything I need to go back to that room. Yeah. Shoot. So much for that idea. So I have to go through and down.
I think this was it. July 9th, 2006, I think.
The heck was that sound? Alright, back down through Crocomeyer's basement. And shoot! And shoot! Don't die, come on, please! Oh my gosh! I am so stupid. I mean, granted, unlike the rest of the series, I haven't played this one as much. Just because Redux only came out, like, a couple of years ago. And before then, it was really hard for me to finish this game.
Okay, yeah, I checked with my mom. It was Boston Red Sox versus Chicago White Sox, July 9th, 2006. It was a 19-inning game. It was over 6 hours long.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think we left during the 18th inning, and then the White Sox scored a home run in the 19th and won.
So you stayed for most of it.
But yeah, that would put it, I believe, in the top 20 longest baseball games ever played. Considering the longest major league game ever played was 26 innings. Longest, what's it called? Like ever recorded is 33.
Okay.
And that game only went on that long because there was a
Oh,
an
right.
error in the umpire's handbook that year.
Oh.
It was so in the handbook for so essentially as a Major League Baseball rule, if a game goes on past a certain point in time, the game just ends in a tie.
Okay.
Like it is just nope, stop, game's over. And it is to prevent like if the teams have to play another game the next day. It is to prevent scheduling issues. Where look, if the teams are still playing at like midnight or something, just stop. Just stop.
But that year,
Uh,
they didn't have
That
that rule?
specific year, the umpire's handbook did not have that rule in it as a mistake. So it just they just it was like, look, the like manager's handbook had that rule in it, and they pointed it out, and the umpire was like, well, my rule book doesn't have that, so we keep playing. And so, for an ungodly amount of time, they kept playing. And they kept playing. And eventually someone called a like an official at the MLB and was like, hey, you know, they're still playing baseball right now at this place at like 3 a.m. or something.
Oh boy.
And he like was silent for a few seconds and was like, they're fucking what? And then he, you know, very obviously angrily calls the stadium, gets a hold of the head umpire, and he's like, end the game, you fucking idiots.
And they still didn't.
No, he did then, because it was either end the game or you will never be an umpire for so much as a Little League game ever again. Although I do believe that he was like, fine, we'll suspend the game for a future date.
Okay, now I have all the stuff I need to go through that room.
But yeah, 19 innings is a pretty crazy long game. I've talked about this guy before. There's a guy on YouTube, Hidden, HYDN. He does really good video essays about sports oddities. Like, not necessarily just sports in general, but specifically the really weird stuff in sports. Like, things that just defy the odds or reason. Or just, like, really weird shit. Like,
Shoot.
this is something you guys probably don't know, but, during the COVID pandemic, they literally gathered up a bunch of teams in the NBA and had them live in a bubble in Disneyland.
Oh.
Yeah. And, he did a video about that, how, like, yeah, the entire NBA just lived in a bubble for, like, a few months.
That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, it was called a bubble, but I don't think there was a literal dome. It was more or less just a massive quarantine that, like, consumed all of, like, a Disneyland resort and, what's it called? And, the ESPN Center over there, because there was a couple of basketball courts over there.
Shoot.
So, just a super weird thing that happened one time. What are other ones? He's covered he covered what happened at the longest baseball game ever. No, he does great content. He has like unique 3D animation done for each of them.
No, the worms.
But yeah, I like shouting out creators, I find, because some of them cover cool stuff.
Yeah. I definitely recommend doing that, because even though nobody's gonna see this stream.
Yeah. Another guy I've found who covers a lot of MMA stuff, Napoleon Blown Apart. which, might I add, is a phenomenal name for a channel.
An amazing name for a
Um,
channel, yeah.
he covers like MMA stuff, and he has the same kind of humor as Critical, where he'll just like nonchalantly say some like extraordinarily unhinged sentences. And he makes all that stuff really fun to listen to.
Eh. Okay, so now that I have power bombs, I can go over there.
You do have peanut butter now.
I sure do.
You think Samus has ever like? Do you think she eats normal food, or does she eat like rations only?
I would imagine it's a mix, but the time she gets to eat normal food is rare.
Give this woman a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nah, fuck that. Give her a Big Mac.
I don't think she'd like a Big Mac.
Yeah, but it's
Think
always
it'd be
funny to
too
see
greasy.
characters eating a hamburger.
Yeah, I could imagine that she probably wouldn't like greasy foods.
Yeah, probably not, but it's still funny to see them eating just a burger.
It depends, because, like, there are, like, some cases where people can, like, miss greasy foods. Like, even if it's absolutely terrible for you, it's just, like, I've been eating, like, I can imagine her being like, I've eaten nothing but rations for, like, the past month and a half. I will take anything processed. Anything that's, like, normal, I don't care.
Give this woman a pizza. I'm gonna see if there's like ever been any canonical information about Samus's favorite food.
I don't think so, but you can look that up. I'm
I
definitely
know
not supposed to have power
the
bombs this early.
this isn't like Metroid related, but I'm just remembering the Street Fighter collab they did with McDonald's.
What?
Yeah, they recently did Street Fighter recently did a collab with McDonald's.
That's nuts.
Well, apparently, there's a common meme in the community that's just ham sandwich. Go back to the ship, ham sandwich. That is kind of funny. It's like the most basic thing ever. 2 slices of bread, thin slices of ham. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. No cheese, no
No
condiments,
cheese, no
ham
condiments, just
sandwich.
ham and bread. Is it honey ham? It is ham.
It
is
is
just
whatever
ham.
ham she can get. Which is normally just regular ham.
Ham.
She orders that shit on Space Postmates.
Space Postmates.
Just instant transmission a sandwich.
The
Instant
fucking
transmission
teleporter
to
it,
sandwich.
yeah. I also have to wonder, do you think Samus is like a well-known person to the average citizen of the Galactic Federation?
I mean,
Do you think they know about
maybe,
the
I
bird
don't
lady that
know.
makes a habit of blowing up planets?
I know everyone in the Galactic Federation knows her, but we
Yeah.
don't get to see the civilians. I would assume that she's at least famous to some degree, but I don't know how famous she would be to normal people.
Yeah. I know we've talked about that she would probably get along quite well with Planeswalker Joey. Because if nothing else, he'd be down to go fight weird shit. Like, oh yeah, there's like energy-sucking parasites on this planet that you have to like freeze before you can kill them. And he'd be like, that's the weirdest shit I've heard all week. Let's do
go.
it. It's not like he cares about money, so she can keep the paycheck.
That's true, yeah.
There was also a thing I saw, so in the Mario Galaxy movie, I don't know if you've seen it, Volt.
I have not.
Do you care about a minor spoiler?
Not really.
You probably already know this. Fox McCloud is in the movie.
Yeah, I knew that.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
necessarily
okay.
call it a spoiler since he's on the marketing material.
Yeah, but I didn't know if Volt had seen any of that.
I
Because they
have.
did kind of only announce it the day before the movie came out, so...
mm,
Which, like, unbelievable that they would do that.
There are rumors, and I don't know if they're like at all backed up by anything, but there are rumors that they're going to do a Metroid movie at some point.
Maybe.
maybe.
I mean, another extremely minor spoiler, Fox is not the only, Smash character, or Smash-adjacent
Right.
character
I think
to
I remember you
appear.
telling me this.
Because, fucking Mr. Game & Watch shows up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
So does Rob, but, you know, like, yeah.
I mean, Rom also makes sense because they just be tossing him in anything.
People who are upset about Rob and Mr. Game & Watch being there, I'm just like, y'all realize that without those two, Mario wouldn't be here, right? Like,
Yeah.
respect the people who built this shit.
Yeah.
Even if Rob is like a horrifically ineffective accessory. Like,
Yeah.
actual
He looks cool
garbage.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
But,
They probably
yeah, so...
they might make a Metroid movie depending on how the Legend of Zelda one does.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that. I can also
so-
see like Metroid being one of those things because they almost made a Metroid movie in like the 2000s because like a famous director wanted to.
Oh.
Yeah.
And but unfortunately
But,
Nintendo just would not budge on certain things, and honestly I don't know if the movie would have been any good, but it definitely would have made Metroid like a lot more.
Volt.
Yeah.
Volt. Metroid movie, early 2000s.
Yeah, probably not then. I mean, I don't know.
I
It
mean-
depends on the director. Like,
Volt. We had listen. The first good video game movie was Mortal Kombat 1, and the next good one was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah.
long gap between it.
It is over 20 years.
Yeah.
And the only, like, one in between was Rampage.
I just think that like because Metroid was so inspired by classic horror movies, like Alien, that
Yeah, so is Doom.
They did have a Doom movie, but like
They had two.
I didn't. Oh, they had a second one. Oh, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
they had a more recent one based on 2016.
Based, quote unquote.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been any good.
Yeah.
So it's probably better if they make one
look
now.
Look at what they did to Halo, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really want a Metroid movie to exist. Because I think
Like,
it could be
here's the
so
thing.
cool and make the franchise like a lot bigger, which it deserves to be.
Like, what they need to do is they need to seriously, like, and I'm, like, extremely irritated that I have to, like, actually deal with this being a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
They need to, like, unironically be, like, a lot more strict on, like, they should mandate that the, like, people making these adaptations at least like have played and be fans of these franchises.
I would agree with that.
Because I am extremely tired of like, oh, we didn't play the games and we aren't taking any inspiration from them. It's like, then why fucking bother?
Like they either have to do that, or they have to like give someone, or they have to like give the consultant like big ass veto power on everything.
Yeah, like,
Well,
I
I
understand that
think
the
that
actors don't like that, but like, the one that recently like really like pissed me off is the Call of Duty movie. Steven Spielberg wanted to make the Call of Duty movie.
mhm.
And Activision said no because he wanted too much creative control, which, under most circumstances, I understand. Except this one. Because Steven Spielberg made the movie that inspired the game that Call of Duty ripped off.
Yeah, that would have
Not to
been.
mention, Steven Spielberg actually plays Call of Duty.
Oh, he does.
Or
Oh,
at
that's
least he
cool.
did.
I wonder what game he stopped playing them at.
I could imagine he probably stopped playing them at Advanced Warfare.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The futuristic stuff, probably.
Yeah.
Ow.
Or like, yeah, at the very least, Steven Spielberg was was at some point. He did have gamer cred. So like, but
I
like
think
you know,
that
he did make
either
Saving Private Ryan. So
either the either the people making the movie need to be fans of the game, or the company that makes the games should have a lot of power.
yeah,
Because I have no idea if the people at Illumination are fans of Mario.
it's hard to tell with the Mario Galaxy movie, honestly,
Yeah.
because they really were just doing shit in that movie.
That's what I
Like,
hear.
very interesting for them to, you know, make a movie and then just totally fucking ignore one of the few Mario games with a plot you could make a movie out of.
Well, you know what's really funny, and something I found out recently. Apparently, very recently, Super Mario Galaxy 2 had a patch that added more story into the
Yeah.
storybook right after the
Yesterday.
movie came
It
out.
was last night.
That's
Oh yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did they add?
Probably just stuff to make the Mario Galaxy lore canon. Or the Mario
It didn't-
Galaxy
I mean-
lore canon.
I mean, I'm not sure if it cause I watched it, I didn't really understand it that much, but it was still really funny to see that happen though, because that game is like so old and they still made like a random patch out of nowhere.
Yeah. I don't know, it's so weird because like they did stuff in that game that was, or in that movie that was like here's the thing. I don't like the argument of the movie is for the fans. Because the Mario Galaxy movie was fun, but it wasn't good.
That's what I hear, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm a firm believer that those two things are not mutually exclusive. The Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie, Red 1, is also fun to watch, but it is not good.
That's the Santa
The one
one,
where
right,
Santa
with
gets
Chris
kidnapped.
Evans.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Cause
fun movie.
I watched
Horrible
it.
fucking movie.
I watched it with my brother. My brother like left 20 minutes in because he's like, "Man, this is bad. Actually, I didn't. Why do you want to watch this again?" And it's like I thought it would be good.
Like, is
But
it
no,
fun to watch?
unfortunately.
Yes.
I mean, Yeah,
Like if you just
kind
like
of.
sit there and revel in the absolute absurdity of everything that is going
Yeah.
on, very funny movie.
I did like aspects of it, but like I didn't really have like that much fun watching. I was just like, yeah, I guess that might as well happen, because like
Yeah,
because
like
yeah, it was just kind of a movie, I guess.
yes, that is exactly like the quality it has. It is a movie, all right. Like, but the thing is, like, if I am of the opinion that you can have fun watching it, you are not going to be seeing a good movie.
Yeah.
The Venom movies are the exact same way. Do they suck? Oh yeah, they're bad.
Yeah. But they were fun
I mean,
enough
Well,
that
that's like
people.
I don't think
I
they're
guess
bad.
the first one I wouldn't say was bad so much as mediocre.
I would say it's bad.
I would say the first one is decent. The second one is bad, but the third one is just okay.
Yeah, like I would say
I
they're
would
middling
say-
movies at best, but they are extremely fun to watch
I would say
because Tom Hardy does a great job.
Yeah.
And if he wasn't giving it way more effort than those movies deserved, they'd all be completely unwatchable.
yeah.
Yeah, these films are kind of hard carried by him.
Yeah, like I don't know what on earth he does to work out his back, but he did carry all three of those movies.
Yeah.
So
So for me personally, I think the first Venom movie is terrible, but really fun to watch. I think the second Venom movie is way more enjoyable than the first.
yes, because everyone I think everyone on set for the second one understood that they were making a goofy ass movie
Yeah.
and not like trying to be like an Oscar like worthy even remotely performance. And it's like, look, just it's a fun stupid movie about goo people fighting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the third movie I think is just okay. It's not nearly as fun to watch as the
I
other
will
two.
say I think the third one is probably the quality wise best movie.
But like fun wise, it's the worst to me.
Yeah, there's not enough. Like the second one is the worst, but is the most fun.
Yeah.
Um,
I personally still think the first movie is the worst because it makes no sense at all.
oh no, the third movie makes like the third movie is I think the worst one because like they just do shit that like is just like actually stupid
Oh
and
hey,
that
you
they know
remember
they
this
shouldn't be
guy?
doing.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's the but like
Joke.
okay,
man.
first of all, spoilers for Venom 3 if anyone was thinking of
No one
watching
cares.
it, but I don't know why you would, but
Because it's fun.
well, yeah, but like it's fun, but like also if you haven't seen it by now, that's
Unfortunately,
kind of
all
on
of the
you.
fun in it is also stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, basically
It's not
what
stupid enough for
there's like
me.
a plot point in the movie that if Tom Hardy and Venom do like the full suited up Venom, they basically turn on like a Bluetooth speaker that loudly says, "Hey, I'm right here. This is my location. I'm right here."
Yeah,
So like these like
turn on location services for the fucking murder symbiote alien.
yeah, and so they can't like do big suited up Venom stuff.
Which is
But
dumb.
then they risk it just to do a dance sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they
And, like,
do that.
It's like
Just
the dance
purely to
sequence is
dance.
really fun. But it's so stupid because like they literally like are just got done saying how they can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like if they found that out after the dance sequence, I'd be fine with it. Like if the dance sequence was the wake up call, that'd be infinitely more funny.
But no, Venom already knew all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang
So
it!
like unfortunately, the dance sequence is probably my favorite part of the movie, but it comes attached to such a stupid caveat
Yeah.
of like it's actually Venom being completely brain dead.
Yeah, if they even had just one line of dialogue where Eddie's character's like, dude, we shouldn't be doing this, and Venom's just like, I don't care, I want to dance. that
I think
would
they
be
did have
kind of
dialogue
funny.
about that.
No, the dialogue is when did you guys have time to practice this?
Yeah.
Like it's like it's a matter of wait, when did you guys rehearse this? I would have had to have been there.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, there is a bit in Venom 1 where Venom is taking over like the little Asian lady who runs the
Yeah.
convenience store, but at no other point other than that are they like associated.
That was before they were friends too, so
Yeah.
oh, well no, that was Venom 2 actually.
I mean, like it was in the
During-
credits scene of like Venom 1 that
No,
that
that was when Venom first introduced himself to Mrs. Chen.
oh, okay. Yeah.
It was in Venom 2 when Mrs. Chen is wearing Venom because
Oh,
Eddie
okay,
and
yeah.
Venom broke up.
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
My mind kind of mixes Venom 1 and 2 together a bit.
Yeah, that's fair. But no, like yeah, Venom 3 Venom 3 loses me a lot because like the supporting cast from the first movie just isn't there. Or from the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
two movies. Like you show me Eddie's like ex-wife and her like actually pretty cool with everything that's going down new fiance.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I just love
literally
how
the world's
understanding
most
he is as well.
reasonable man ever. Oh my god.
Yeah, like he's just so understanding as well.
Like yeah,
Like
my ex is currently be like the host to some weird alien symbiote thing, and they eat people, and he's just like, oh,
Cool.
okay.
yeah,
I
he
understand.
even like offers to
No, I
like
guess
give him
they
like a CAT scan free of charge.
Yeah, dude, like bro, that is such a like that. It's like, oh, you don't have health insurance? It's cool, dude. I got you. Like, dude, that's like
Yeah.
that's like $1,000 thing. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually like one of the nicest people in history.
Yeah.
It's just like he rolls with yeah, sure, alien goose symbiote, sure, whatever, man.
Yeah.
And like he's so willing to just like help Eddie because he's like, okay, you need to do this so that like people don't die. I got you. I'll help you with the weird alien monster things.
Yeah.
It is kind of a shame that Carnage's first on-screen adaptation is in a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
'Cause, doing PG-13 Venom is like, okay, fine, I guess you could do that. Venom isn't just about ripping people in half. But
Carnage
is
is.
like Deadpool, where it's like this is a character who should not reasonably function in a PG-13 setting.
Yeah. I mean, they made it work
Like-
in the animated series, but even then, it was kind of like not great.
But that was due to extraordinary writing. That whole the Spider-Man animated series is an exercise in some of the best superhero writing ever done.
Yeah, which is why it's like absolutely baffling that they didn't bring anyone back for the revival comic.
Yeah. It's like up there with like BTAS in terms of like some of the greatest superhero cartoons ever made.
Yeah.
Well, one of the
Speaking
things
based
that
Rob Liefeld recently, going on a rant about the Invincible show, and he like was ranting about people who think that Invincible is one of the greatest comic book shows ever made have clearly just never watched any of the DC animated universe. It
Yeah.
just like went on a whole rant about actually you all might be stupid. It's so funny, and like he went on like a totally based rant of like, and then like they're like, oh, what's your opinions on Invincible? And he's like, oh, I'm not even saying the show is bad. I'm just saying if you think it's the best superhero show ever made, watch any superhero show from the 90s, please. like, like watch anything from the DC animated universe except like what's it called, Gen Zero or whatever the fuck, that one show about the robot.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that one.
Or watch the original X-Men 90s show, watch like Spider-Man the animated series, watch Superman, Batman Beyond.
Justice League.
Yeah, like Static Shock.
Oh yeah, Static Shock was really good.
Static Shock was insanely good.
That show is actually the reason how I like was introduced to like the concept of dyslexia, because I don't have it myself.
Yeah, Rubber Band Man has it. Like, oh man, dude, that whole sequence with Rubber Band Man struggling to read the instructions to defuse the bomb is like so good, because by all accounts he should just run away. Like, clearly he is not the person for this job. He should run away or like try anything else, right? But he sits there and he goes, nah, I ain't letting this shit define me, and finishes defusing the bomb anyway.
I do not remember much of Static Shock, unfortunately. I wish I could. I do remember a dyslexia thing. I don't
Yeah,
remember
well-
anything about it.
Yeah.
we should watch it then, Vol.
We
We should
should.
watch
We
it.
should. I have been meaning to rewatch that show.
Also that episode where what's it called? Where like the thing about Static Shock is that I think it was one of the things that made it so memorable for me is it tackled issues that none of the other DC animated universe shows could.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
reasonably, there wasn't really a way, like, like, the whole thing with Richie's dad being racist, or, like, tackling gang violence and stuff. Like, it had a perspective from which no other DC animated universe show could really do those topics correctly. Cause sure, Batman fought gangsters and stuff all the time, but he's also a billionaire white dude.
Yeah.
Static is a like lower middle class black kid just trying to do the right thing. And like, you know, it's just really well done. There's that episode, it's the because Static is a kid in high school, they have an episode about school shootings.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Richie gets shot.
I do not remember any of this. I really need to rewatch
Dude, there are
this show.
so many good episodes of that show.
I'm sure there
Unfortunately,
is. I
think
hear nothing but good things about it, and I remember really liking it. Also, this guy is just in this room. This Zoomer guy. He's here and he's never anywhere else.
Oh, poor man.
Poor man.
Oh, now you bugged him.
No.
That's fucked up, Vol. Why would you do that?
You know, you're right. I should have just left him alone.
Froze him and then you glitched him into the corner.
No, he just does that.
Oh,
That is
well, you
just a
shouldn't have
thing
done
he
that.
does. Don't judge him for it.
Hello, Chozo.
Carry me to my destiny.
Wow. But yeah, like that's the thing is Static Shock is like, and I'm really happy that DC has just within the last couple of months gotten Static back again.
How did they lose him?
He was created in a way that his rights were always owned by the creator.
Oh.
They got him back for Young Justice.
I remember
And
that.
but now he's back in the comics again. And it looks like all of the Milestone Comics characters are gonna be making their way back.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it was part of a big Teen Titans event that Static came back.
Yeah, I read a couple issues of their new comic, but I haven't really been keeping up with the news
Yeah.
about it.
I really need to keep up with Titans, because, like, I freaking love the,
I haven't been reading like Titans comic. I was talking about I read like the first few issues of the Static like comic revival that was a thing like a couple years ago.
Yeah, apparently it's like it's a new status quo to Static, I think, right now. I am of the opinion that the team up book I want more than anything, because I think you'd be fucking incredible. Blue Beetle Static.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That
Yeah.
would be pretty cool.
Please. DC, please. It would be so good.
I was about to say something really stupid and say I wonder if Static would ever cross over with Miles, but then I was like, oh right, he's DC, not Marvel.
I mean, that could still happen.
If it wasn't for the time frame of the crossovers happening, yeah, that would have been a cool one to have.
I mean, they're doing new crossovers right now. They could totally do that.
Yeah, the last crossover.
Yeah, but I imagine
think...
a lot of it has already been written before Static was like, you know.
Yeah, the last
green-lighted
crossover
back.
that I heard of was the Spider-Man Superman one.
Yeah.
Superboy Prime punching a hole in reality and dragging Spider-Man through all of his various retcons is really funny.
I really got to get my hands on the Superman Spider-Man crossover. I want to read it so bad.
In a recent issue of Superman, we find out that Superboy Prime works at a in-universe comic store, I guess.
Oh.
And he's arguing
and
with
he's
a
one of those
customer
guys. He's one of those clerks who yells at you if you have the wrong opinion.
Yeah, and what he was very, very clearly arguing about is apparently is because he is a character that exists beyond the fourth wall, he knows he's crossed over with Spider-Man, and B, he was yelling at he was yelling at someone about how shit One More Day was.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I really
They
want to
should
read.
be married, and you know it.
Man, I really want to read the new Superman because that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Unironically, Superboy Prime has been one of the has been a triumph in storytelling of just the universe DC has been rebooted several times since his character arc, but he has remained wholly unchanged.
Yeah, and I remember people talking about like the difficulty of that and being just like, he's killed so many fucking people. How do we kind of
because
give him a redemption arc now?
Yeah, because Superboy Prime's personal continuity has remained totally unchanged through multiple crises. like, sure, the universe has been rebooted like 2 or 3 times, but Superboy Prime hasn't.
Yeah.
He remembers all of that happening,
Which is
and he has
crazy.
persisted through it. So he is a character who, like, on paper, should cause more problems than he does. But they've actually kind of been killing it with him the last few times they've used him.
Because the last thing before this that I saw of Superboy Prime was him
Gosh dang it.
like talking to one of the other Superman incarnations and being like, come on man, get Silver Age with me before
Oh,
going
it
to
was that was the main book Superman, yeah. Let's get
Yeah.
Silver Age for a bit.
Yeah, that's the last thing I heard of him before the current stuff now.
And you know what? I think right now what DC needs really, really badly is a little bit of Silver Age.
Yeah.
And I think Superboy Prime is a great way to do that. Just like, look, guys, no events, no big crossovers, no crazy, dark, serious stories. Let's just be goofy for a while, man. But, because, like, we've done all of the super serious, crazy storylines we can do with Superboy Prime, right? We've done that already. Let's just, like, give Superboy Prime the stories he wanted.
Yeah.
Like, let's let him get Silver Age and be wacky and silly and fun. Like, it's fun because another thing that happened is he went to go visit the Kents. And
Oh,
Power Girl showed up because Power Girl is one of the few characters who actually remembers all of Superboy Prime's bullshit.
yeah.
Wouldn't
And
Superman
she was
also?
like, nope.
Really?
Well, Superman, the main book Superman currently is not in the picture.
Oh, right.
He's off doing something else. So that's why Superboy Prime is main book Superman. And he goes to visit the Kents, and like Power Girl's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And he's like, "Seeing the Kents?" And it's like, why? What are you doing here? Yeah, we've been watching you really closely because you're a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And he's just like, look, I know I've been a problem in the past. I had issues. I got over it. Like, and like I've been a big fan of this because like his character arc to me, like the whole like being angry about like the fate he was dealt and all of that. Like, he 100% redeemed himself by being the one to strike the final blow on the Darkest Night. And doing it with no one watching, so no one would ever know he actually saved the universe.
This guy's cool.
That's pretty neat.
But yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't think we need any more edgy, dark Superboy Prime stuff anymore. Like, look, it is a triumph in comic book history that his story went on as long as it did, through as many writers as it did, and it got a good payoff. Like, if we're gonna bring him back now, bring him back to, like, give him the stories he always wanted to be in.
Yeah.
Like,
I love how this
I am
robot
okay
has
with
pet
him.
snails.
Yeah.
They're cool.
I'm okay with Superboy Prime sticking around. And, like, you know, being a character who pops up once in a while to deal with some silly stuff. If you ask me, I think the best way to handle him now is if you want to like do stuff with the Legion of Superheroes, maybe.
That could be cool.
I think that's probably the place he would fit best. Because like it seems like they want to, because currently Doomsday is Time Trapper.
What?
Yeah. So do you know who Time Trapper is?
No.
No, not at all.
Time Trapper is a Legion of Superheroes villain whose whole gimmick is that, much like Darkseid, he is a universal constant.
Oh.
He must exist no matter what. That being said, it's not that you can't like do the thing of going back and killing Time Trapper as a baby. It's just that the timeline will rewrite itself so that Time Trapper has always been someone else.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
So, one of the final steps in Doomsday's evolution is to become a universal constant, and the universe handled that by making him the current Time Trapper.
Hmm.
Okay.
Although, interestingly, Doomsday has lost a lot of his super strength.
Oh. Huh.
That seems weird.
Well, he has evolved past it. He doesn't need it anymore.
How do you evolve to be weaker?
By gaining, like, psionic abilities that more than compensate.
I guess that makes sense.
If he can psionically battle Superman and, like, restrain him and do all that shit, he does not need to be super strong anymore.
Yeah, isn't that where, super, like, old Superboy, or not old, but, like, not Superboy Prime Superboy got his powers from originally, with psionic stuff?
He was half Kryptonian, half human, and his powers were just an incomplete set of Superman's.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna refill my water. I'll be right back.
Alright.
But
like, I thought he got his strength from, like, psychic stuff.
It might, if we're talking about Connor Kent,
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Like,
I know
specifically 90s Connor Kent, because I think I remember that being the case in, Marvel vs. DC, which is how I first got introduced to Superboy.
90s? That would have been Reign of the Superman, right? Or Superboy?
Like, after that, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't Black Shirt Connor, right?
It was him with the sunglasses and the coat.
Yeah, that's Reign of the Superboy.
Okay.
Yeah, because that would have been right before they did the one Kryptonian thing.
Speaking of Reign of the Superman, though,
yeah,
we got a release date for the next season of My Adventures of Superman.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, hey! I still gotta watch the rest of that.
Let me look up when that is, because I don't have the tweet right in front of me right now.
After I get, it's probably gonna be after I get Tomodachi Life, which is after I get Lego Batman. Then I'm getting HBO.
Oh yeah,
so
this June. It's this June.
Oh man.
But yeah, that version of Superboy, I believe, did have something called tactile telekinesis.
Yeah.
I've heard about that before. Yeah.
Which was a very complicated way of saying he lift heavy thing real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know why they didn't just give him super strength. Why did it have to be specifically that?
It was part of a weird thing DC was doing in the 90s about a one Kryptonian thing.
Oh.
Which is why, like, Which is why Power Girl, I think it was around the time Power Girl became an Atlantean.
Right.
So it was a whole thing of trying to make Superman the last son of Krypton more like of a literal thing. So like, if we want to keep the extended Superman family, we have to find other ways of having those characters around. So Supergirl was like a weird, like, shape-shifting robot thing.
She was dating a horse.
No, that was earlier than that.
Oh.
At that point, she was dating Alexander Luthor. Who may have also been her creator. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not super familiar with that era of Superman because there was a lot of weird shit. That's when like Superman Red Blue happened.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
did I show you guys the Superman TikTok yet? It was pretty funny, I thought.
You've definitely not shown me any TikToks.
Let me take a look.
This might be a two-parter, I'm thinking.
See the
Even though we don't
difference.
got much of the game left to go. Yeah! First try! Let's freaking
Nice.
go!
See, I don't like these kinds of TikToks because there isn't. All right, I take issue with certain interpretations of comic book characters. There is no like separation between like Superman, Clark Kent, and Kal-El.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just for like the bit, but
Yeah, the
yeah.
bit of like, oh, when Superman finds out you can take more than one punch.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think I think Superman the animated series puts it best. Superman is never excited to beat people up. Like, he doesn't actually like doing it, he just has to.
Yeah,
much
it was
rather
like it
people
was supposed
just
to be like a
choose to be
callback to like
better.
the
Yeah.
World of Cardboard thing, but like
Yes.
more comedic.
Yeah. And I understand that, and it's like, but there are people out there who legitimately believe shit like that.
Oh yeah.
It's like when people say, "Oh, like I think the
Come
worst
on!
one that bothers me is when people say Batman is the real face and Bruce Wayne is the mask." Because I think people are ignoring there is a third face that very few people ever see,
Which is the actual Bruce.
which is the real Bruce Wayne. And the only people who would ever see it are like Alfred and the Bat family. And maybe Superman and Wonder Woman. And it's the face you get when, more or less, the idea is when, like, when Bruce Wayne is hanging out with someone in the Batcave with his mask off. And I think very few characters ever get to see that version of Bruce. And I think that's the real Bruce Wayne. I think probably the only one of Bruce's enemies who's ever known Bruce Wayne that way would probably be Bane, honestly.
Oh, I would assume it would be Dent, since they were like friends.
That depends on the continuity.
Maybe. But Bane, like, already knows who Batman is. And there was that comic that happened a while back where they had the no masks conversation. Bane took off his mask and Batman took off his. And they just talked about, like, look, we've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
And like they just talked like man to man, like, hey, can we just like talk? You're one of the only people I respect. And I was like, yeah, all right, we'll talk. And like I think that's the real Bruce Wayne. Like obviously Playboy billionaire, like Bruce Wayne, that's not the real Bruce.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Batman is entirely the real Bruce Wayne either. I think it's who he has to be to, you know, try to fix Gotham.
It's like the Nolan movies said. He's the hero he has to be.
Yeah. Because, like, I see Batman, like, the real Bruce Wayne, as the guy who cried on the rooftop when Gotham had its first night with no violent crime in 30 years.
I do not know this story.
Yeah, it was, this is relatively old by now, I think. Probably about 10, 15 years ago now.
This reminds me of the conversation I think we had like some months ago about like the Waynes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, I like, yeah, there was a story where Bruce Wayne, it came up in a story where Bruce Wayne was going through one of his phases of, does being Batman even matter?
Yeah.
Like, am I just banging my head into a wall, hoping the wall will move? Like, it was during one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
And as he's out on patrol, he realizes it's getting really, really close to morning, and nothing has happened all night. And then the sun rises, and he realizes that for the first night in like 30 years or something, Gotham has gone an entire night without violent crime. And it's one of those moments of him realizing, yes, Batman does matter. Like, a tangible difference is being made. Even if it's only the tiniest of dents, it's still a dent.
Like 1% is still 1%.
Yeah, it's like fixing, like getting a city that's as fucked as Gotham to make that kind of progress is still progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's also, I hate people who are like, Batman's money would be better spent doing like charity and all this and blah blah.
Like
Well,
in the
well,
real
well,
world,
like-
maybe, but not in
In the
Gotham.
real
Like-
world, maybe. But in
Well,
Gotham,
like-
do you
like,
think
I
any
do
of that
think-
money would ever
do
make
think-
its way to the people it
I
was
do think
intended
that
for?
they should like I do think it would be fun to like see a small plot line of that and then have the resolution be, oh yeah, it could work, but like all the corruption makes it not work.
Yeah. Well, the thing is people ignore that Batman does do stuff like that. He funds Dr. Leslie Tompkins' clinic,
Yeah,
which operates in the poorest area of Gotham and provides critical health care for free.
yeah, he has enough money that he does both.
It's like it's just the matter of, he can't just go to the mayor and be like, here's $3 billion to help like build a bunch of homeless shelters, because Gotham is so horrifically corrupt that maybe a tenth of that will ever see its intended purpose.
Yeah. Well, like I even made I think I even made like a throwaway world building mention of that in that one back alley doctor skit I did where I played a back alley doctor in Gotham. Like I made an offhand mention to like the Pennyworth Fund for combat medics and how that's used as a loophole for people to have back alley insurance for like all the goons and henchmen that have to like
Yeah,
get
like,
patched up
it would be
by
it would
back
be
alley docs.
exactly what would happen.
Yeah, like
Is that, like, it would all somehow end up being used to like line Rupert Thorne's pockets some fucking how.
yeah, but like Batman has like enough money to where he can set up like completely superfluous things like that, and it'll somehow still be used to help people.
Yeah, like it's just like people who it's like the same thing for me with like I just think people like are like, well, what about this and that? It's like, yeah, Gotham is a corrupt city. It'll be used to like somehow buy guns for Rupert Thorne's men. And it's like, well, that's corruption. And I'm like, yeah, welcome to fucking Gotham.
And I still am really proud of that little like bit of like
Yeah,
thing I wrote because like I came up with it on a failed take because this was because back then because back then my thought process of making TikToks was I didn't write a script. I just waited until I had an idea and then I tried to do it all in one take and then I would keep repeating it until it eventually stuck. So
yeah.
yeah.
Like I'm like genuinely bewildered by the amount of people who think that any fucking social programs in Gotham work at all.
Well, they're people who
It's like,
don't read the comics.
yeah, it's like, well, it can't be that bad. No, it is that bad.
That's the point. A city that isn't that bad would not need a Batman.
Yeah, like every other city gets like a hero who operates in the day, is like a bright smiling face. Gotham does not deserve that. It could not handle that.
I mean, technically they have Signal now, but
Even Signal is still Batman adjacent. It's not like he's out there doing photo ops. He's beating up dudes in the alley just while the sun is up.
yeah, true. But like, technically they have Signal now, so it's like they're getting a little bit better.
Because of Batman.
Yeah, but it's not like having the Flash or the Green Lantern in your city. It's like, yeah, you have Signal. Congrats. Now you have a vigilante who's beating people up in the middle of the day. Wow. Incredible. This is such great progress from having to wait until next morning to see it in the papers.
I hate the grapple beam in this game. It does not feel right.
It's like, is it progress? Sure, but it's from finding out guys got beat up last night to seeing it on the way to work. Like, great, excellent.
No! This is the one part where I wish I didn't have the heavy physics, because, jeez Louise.
Yeah, like, Gotham is just a unimaginable, like, hellhole.
No! I thought that would work.
Oh, that was almost cool.
It's almost really cool.
But yeah, like, Gotham City is not it's like there was a list that someone compiled on Reddit of everything fucked up about Gotham. And like one of it was that there is so much fucking residual venom and fear toxin and Joker toxin and just fucking everything in the Gotham water that like the average Gotham's like city criminal, right, is technically microdosing on combat stims every day.
Yeah, I've even seen
And it's like,
jokes about that in the in the living in Gotham TikToks.
yeah, like the average citizen, the average thug in Gotham is better armed than the special forces. It's like Gotham is hysterically fucked up.
Yeah, I think the joke was specifically like here, use these water filters until you build up an immunity to all the shit that's in our water system.
Yeah. Like it was something about like at one point in a Batman comic it was mentioned that technically 70% of Gotham classifies as metahuman.
I mean I believe that.
Like not by very much, but the average Gotham citizen is like a metahuman, if for nothing else than their sheer poison tolerance.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because Gotham has absolutely zero restrictions on industrial pollution.
That's
I
messed
mean,
up.
it makes sense for how many freak accidents there are.
Yeah. Also, industrial waste dumping is totally legal in Gotham. So, like, Ace Chemicals can just, like, empty their shit into the Gotham River. And that's just fine.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like, Batman can stop Scarecrow from dumping, like, a shit ton of fear toxin into the Gotham City reservoir, but I mean, technically, that shit is only barely illegal. If he did it 30 feet to the right, he'd be fine.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, it's like, it's not that, like, and people are like, oh, but Batman beats up on the mentally ill and stuff. It's like, look, there's a whole thing in the Batman the Animated Series where they do, like, they even in the comics they've had like the whole thing of, does Batman cause supervillains? And the answer is like, the only person you can make any kind of genuine argument for
Is the Joker.
is the Joker. And even then, the Joker doesn't blame Batman for what happened to him. The Joker's just like, look, even if it is Batman's fault that I'm like this, I'm not mad.
Well, he is, just in a different sense.
Yeah, he's not upset that he ended up how he is.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like, and
If
yeah, the
if anything,
Joker,
I feel like the Joker would think that'd be a pretty funny joke.
yeah,
He
but
probably
like,
does.
yeah, every other one of Batman's villains is a supervillain because they fucking chose to be.
Yeah, like they either chose to be or freak accident and they were just so mad that they chose to do this.
Yeah, it was 100% everyone's choice to become a criminal in the first place. You can argue Batman, like, interfering with the Joker, with like, the Red Hood robbery at Ace Chemicals, created the Joker. But the Joker still chose to commit that robbery.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd say on the whole chose thing is Harley Quinn, like in the beginning, but at a certain point you gotta like be like, come on.
No. Harley Quinn made the choice to ignore every warning that the Joker is a manipulator. It is very clear that Harley Quinn was warned, don't get attached to him. He will lie to you, he will manipulate you, he will do whatever he can to get something useful out of you. And she thought, nah, I'm better than that. It is 100% her fault for ignoring. If she were to say, "Oh, it's not my fault," she's just bitching the same way Victor Frankenstein does.
That's a pretty funny comparison. So I
Yeah,
guess I'll
like,
give it to you based solely on that.
yeah, it's
No!
literally the Victor Frankenstein school of, damn, my actions have consequences. That's crazy.
No!
So, like, yeah, that's my thing, is that, oh, hey. Is that, like, yeah, Harley Quinn is, like, again, it was 100% her choice. She wanted to, like, work with the Joker. She ignored everyone who said, hey, look, don't treat him like he's someone you can write a book about and, like, make a tell-all expose. People have tried, and they either end up dead or crazy. And then she's like, well, that's them. I'm built different. And then look what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was literally expressly warned not to do one thing, and then she chose to do it.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. I have no sympathy for Harley Quinn. Another thing I really don't like is DC taking every last bit of Arlene Sorkin out of Harley.
That's messed up,
That
yeah.
does suck, yeah.
Like, and I remember talking to someone, they're like, well, why is that a problem? And I'm like, because it wouldn't be a problem with, like, 99% of characters, but Arlene Sorkin is the heart and soul of specifically Harley Quinn.
She's the reason the
And the
character
more...
exists.
Yeah, the character would not exist otherwise. And it's like, even Harley's name is a Jokerized version of Arlene Sorkin's name. Her name is literally Ha Arlene.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just really irritating to me how, like, every time they make a new adaptation of Harley Quinn, more of Arlene Sorkin is just gone.
Why can't I
And
break
now, like,
these?
she doesn't even fucking wear red and black anymore.
That feels wrong.
Yeah, like, let me see if I can find the picture of, like, what she looks like in her current run. And, like, if you didn't know it was Harley Quinn, you'd have absolutely zero fucking way to know.
Like, the Suicide Squad outfit, it felt like was like an actual step forward to, like,
Alright, Volt,
since
I
she's
sent
like,
it to the group chat. I want you to
since she's
take a look
like,
at that.
Alright.
since she's like distancing herself from the Joker. This, however, that does not make sense.
No, that does not look
For
like Harley Quinn.
That
yeah,
is a whole new character.
this looks like Harley Quinn if she was Japanese and was like an anime
Yeah.
character.
And, like,
The
my
only way I
thing
could see
about
that
it
being
is
Harley
that-
Quinn is if she's in disguise so that no one knows she's Harley Quinn.
But that's just dead ass Poison Ivy right next to her, so whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, like, everything about that, when I saw it, I was like, alright, well, like, this is just a different character now. And, like, another thing about distancing her from the Joker is that it's very clear that they realized how they fucked up taking away a dynamic from the Joker that needed to be there for a long time and just wasn't, because they immediately made up Punchline to fill the gap.
Not immediately.
But
Very
from
quickly.
from what I hear nowadays, though, even Punchline is gone from him now too.
Yeah, and it's like,
Which is a
and
mistake.
you might be wondering what's the gap that's left. You have no reason to show the Joker when Batman isn't on screen.
Dang it.
Hmm.
Because, like, Batman, when no one else is on screen, can have, like, Robin to talk to, or Alfred, or whatever, right? Or Commissioner Gordon. Who does the Joker get?
Random henchman number 5.
Yeah, do we care about what happens to random henchman number 5? No, his shit's gonna get blown off smooth in 3 panels.
Yeah. This is true.
Like, so, with Harley Quinn there, hey, suddenly there's a reason for us to cut back to the Joker. Like, he has someone to talk to. And now he just doesn't.
Speaking of the Joker and stuff, have you seen the current? I'm not sure if they're current, but I've been seeing postings about this run of comics DC is doing, like one bad day, but for like not all of them, but like a bunch of the Batman rogues aside from the Joker. They seem pretty interesting.
I have not heard about
I've
this.
been pretty checked out of American comics for a hot minute, honestly.
I mean, DC seems to be
Because I just
doing
got
things
tired.
right. Especially with Absolute.
Yeah.
Why are these doors locked? How do I unlock these doors?
Oh yeah, I made it to Alabasta in my
Nice.
One Piece watch/read.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
I do not remember what I'm supposed to be doing here. I know I gotta get over there. To where that, like, weird symbol is. I do not remember how to get there. I guess there is that super missile door there. There's probably a way to get to there from the other place. That's the only thing I can think of. I wish I had played this game enough to have memorized the routes, but I just have not. Which is why this was never gonna be a one-stream deal. What?
Well, what Kate posted in response to the Harley Quinn picture? Me arguing with my bestie over who gets the first pickle.
Jesus. But yeah, like, American comics for a hot minute have just been like... I mean, I've been, like, super done with Marvel for, like, the longest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real, guys. Like, Marvel's entire philosophy now is we're gonna do something outrageous, and then it sticks for maybe a few months.
I feel like they just ask themselves, what would piss off readers the most? And then
That
let's
is
do
literally
that.
that is literally their, like, at least I think it's like Joe Quesada who said it. But there's like some sort of phrase from editorial that says an enraged fan is an engaged fan. Somebody at Marvel said that. I have no idea who, but
Guys, it's only a matter of time before they undo the death of Captain Marvel. It'll be the worst decision they ever make.
yeah, they
I
really
didn't
just
even know
gotta
they were
get
dead.
the editors. We need
So-
new editors, man.
The death of Captain Marvel. So Marvel, the original Captain Marvel from Marvel Comics, anyway, has been dead for a very long time in comics, and it's one of the few deaths that has just stuck, like, super permanently.
Mm-hmm.
and they've never even teased about bringing him back. Like, he shows up in flashbacks, maybe an alternate universe version of him shows up, but main universe Captain Marvel is super ultra mega turbo dead. And that's because his original death was in a graphic novel called The Death of Captain Marvel. Which, if I had a nickel for every major Marvel event that was caused by D-list villain Nitro, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's extremely weird it's happened twice. But yeah, after like Nitro blew himself up, as he does, in the middle of a bunch of industrial chemicals, Marvel comes down with cancer. And the death of Captain Marvel details the last week or so of Captain Marvel's life. And it's considered one of the greatest graphic novels ever written. And it is so, like, foundational as, like, a piece of media that, like, it is one of the things of this will never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, be undone. And it has stuck that way for a long time, and every time it has been asked by any writer, what would you do about bringing back Captain Marvel? And they would just say, I won't. Because it would be tantamount to career suicide.
Yeah. I mean, the last thing I remember, the last thing I kind of got, the last time that Marvel provoked any reaction from me, like emotional reaction, is mostly just like being mad at what they did to Miss Marvel in the fucking Spider-Man run.
Yeah, no, that sucked. That sucked
And,
real bad.
and after that, I think I just kind of mentally checked out. After that, I only
But
really
Crow,
checked back. I only ever like look. I only ever hear about stuff that's going on via Twitter now. So
But Crow, had you considered the Inhumans can't have shit?
yeah, I had considered that, but I thought that this was the one thing that they were allowed to
I
have,
mean-
because
No,
it had
you
been
can
that way
have
for a
Kid-
long time.
You can have Kid Kaiju, and you can fuck off if you want anything else.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Miss Marvel was originally going to be a mutant.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just wish
but,
they
like-
could have done anything else to make her a mutant. Can I
But
please?
like the thing
Or they
thing
could
with
have
that,
acknowledged that the character was fine.
like the thing with that though is that and I'm just parroting something I've heard smarter people than me say. The problem with Marvel and any X-Men who isn't one of the big 5 is that they always get relegated to background fodder, just drawn in the background, and they aren't allowed to do shit.
Yeah,
So-
that has kind of happened to Miss Marvel ever since the mutant thing.
So
She's a mutant
So-
now, so is she gonna be part of the X-Men? No. Bye, Miss Marvel.
yeah,
Going-
and
You know what? What
that's
happened to her is exactly what happened to the rest of the Inhumans. Fucking nothing.
I was gonna say what happened to her is what happened to Gwenpool. Because Gwenpool also was retconned to be a mutant, and she and they have done fuck all with her.
I did not know about this.
Into the same bin with the Inhumans.
They retconned her into being a mutant. It's actually kind of funny because Miss Marvel also had a hand in that as well. This happened in Gwenpool Strikes Back, the final issue. She was essentially trying. She basically set up this contest that was that was going to be rigged for her to win, but she found out her powers don't work like that, not anymore at least, and so she actually had to try to win now. And during the course of that, Miss Marvel gaslights her into changing her own backstory so that she's a mutant now. because Gwenpool has sort of the same backstory as Superboy Prime in that
She's from the real
she's
world.
someone from our reality who got isekai'd into the Marvel universe.
During Secret Wars, yeah, I know.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, her comic book knowledge cuts off at 2016. So that's kind of the funny thing about it.
Yeah.
Near complete knowledge of everything before that, though.
Yeah, yeah. The funny thing is, her blind spot is Deadpool because she thought his comics was like random memes and shit. So
Which is
that
only
is
really
kind
the
of
case
funny.
for a brief period in the 2000s, but
Yeah, it is kind of funny though that her blind spot is Deadpool though for that reason.
Yeah.
yeah. She does at least acknowledge that he is a popular character who constantly gets ongoing series. So
Yeah,
when she felt like her series was gonna get canceled,
left
gave him
Jeff
Jeff.
to him.
Yeah.
Because
Like, listen, he's a weird oddball character who I could imagine writers could have a lot for him to do with you. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have an ongoing series next month, so I'm gonna leave him with you, so at least he sticks around.
yeah, I believe the words she said were, "You always have a book going."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Deadpool like rather humorously remarked, "Isn't this guy in Rivals?"
I think this was no. I'm pretty sure this was before Rivals came out
Oh,
though.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This comic was like before, like
I
long
might have
before
seen
Rivals.
an edited panel. I might have seen an edited panel.
Yeah. It was most likely an edit.
It's like all the Moon Knight panels.
Yeah.
But
Which is
yeah.
crazy that they're editing Moon Knight panels because the in context stuff is not much more reasonable.
Yeah.
like, you do not need to edit Moon Knight panels to make him funny. Moon Knight is just funny as shit.
Yeah.
Wait, can you clear something up for me? Is the one panel where he keeps switching around to fuck with Spider-Man real?
No.
Ah, damn, I thought that was.
I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, Jeff kind of occupies a funny thing where he got more popular than his source material. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He's also oddly from the same planet as Groot, I guess.
How does
Is he?
how
Oh.
does that make any
Yeah,
sense?
he's from Planet X. Listen, don't worry about it.
I thought he was like a science experiment.
His
Yeah.
team up in Rivals was called Buddies from Planet X. Or something from Planet X. So, whatever. Either way, Jeff the Land Shark is a unique oddity in the multiverse.
Yeah.
Even Namor the Submariner is slightly perturbed by his existence.
Which you'd think he'd be cool with that considering he's a shark, but
Like,
Yeah.
he's not, like, bothered by it. He's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she would have had more relevance in the West Coast Avengers run that they did with America Chavez, but thing is that run was canned after a couple issues, so they never got to her story arc.
Yeah, which is, well, I mean, that's just the West Coast Avengers in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
They
shame though,
keep
because
trying to make it work, and it really just doesn't.
it's kind of a shame though, because what I've heard from the writers who like said what their plans were gonna be, it does seem like they would have had an interesting go about it, because in her arc she would have discovered that her powers only work when she's the main focus of the story. So yeah, it would have been interesting. But
can
I
we
guess
at least
that's
agree
not
that
canon
DC
anymore.
is doing pretty well?
Yeah.
DC is doing great because you see they introduced this thing called the Absolute Universe, and they didn't blow it the fuck up after 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, actually unfathomable storytelling on Marvel's part. I have no idea what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna here, Peter. Let the spider bite you and reclaim the hero that you were supposed to be. 2 years later, actually no, fuck you. You never should have even tried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is strange to see that comic just do a 180, like after giving Spider-Man fans everything they want, they remembered, oh right, I hate Spider-Man fans, and collectively decided to kick everyone in the nuts.
It's the only one of Marvel's comics that were in the top 20 last year.
Yeah.
Looking at last year's top 20 American comic sales was kind of really funny because it was just like every issue of Absolute Batman that came out that year. And
Yeah.
then like a couple of Absolute Superman, and then like Absolute Wonder Woman, and then like Ultimate Spider-Man. It was like, damn, it really be like that, huh?
Yeah. I should look up when the Superboy Prime stuff started in the Superman comics. 'Cause I want to read those.
Started right after DCKO.
Superboy Prime as Superman.
Okay. Well, I think this is enough for today because I have struggled to make any real progress for the last like 20 minutes, and I really have to go to the bathroom. So
Fair enough.
that's gonna do it for this stream. Hopefully next time we can finish this off.
Okay, so it seems to start at 23.
However, on Sunday we will be
Or
going back to
36.
Danganronpa finally.
What?
So yeah.
Hog.
Anyway, that's it. See you on the flip side, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.